This is the Sony PlayStation 5, and here is a fairly typical flat screen television. Hi, welcome to our channel all about home electronics, where in this video we're going to show you how to correctly connect and then set up the PS5 to a television, and as well we'll timestamp all of the steps in the description below the video. We're going to start right after this. To begin, whether you're an expert or this is the first time you've worked with a PlayStation, there are going to be a few basic things that come in your bundle or that you'll need to have in order to properly connect the PS5 to a television. Starting left to right, of course you'll need a power cord to plug into the console. They do supply an HDMI cord, and this is important because you'll want the appropriate HDMI cord to take full advantage of all of the features that are built into the PlayStation 5. They also give you a USB cable so you can charge the provided wireless controller, and then as you can see here, a couple of booklets that have some very basic information on the PS5 itself. Now, Sony recommends that you set up your PS5 console in one of two configurations, this being the vertical configuration, whereby you would attach the supplied base underneath using the screw that comes in your bundle. Our bundle was missing it. Regardless, we've decided we're going to set up our console in the horizontal configuration like this, because the console itself is quite large and pretty heavy relative to its size of over 15 inches tall. The first connection we're going to talk about is the HDMI port right here. Now, many viewers watching this video already know that making the HDMI connection between the PS5 and the television is pretty straightforward. What you might not know is what type of HDMI cable you should be using. Now, there's a lot of debate that goes back and forth with some of our other videos whether or not there's a benefit in getting a premium HDMI cable versus not a premium HDMI cable. And generally speaking, any working HDMI cable will work when you're connecting the PS5 to your television. However, if you want to know for certain that you're taking full advantage of the features built into the PS5 as well as the television that you're connecting to, you want to make certain that the HDMI cable you're using is a premium cable. Now, we have no affiliation with this brand right here, but the key points written on the box is 4K, Ultra HD, and HDR compatible, and down below it says high speed. This guarantees that the cable that you're connecting is a premium cable that can communicate all of the features that you want from the PS5 to your television, depending again on the capability of your television itself. So for the viewers not familiar, you take the HDMI cable that came in your bundle, take either end of that cable and plug it into the HDMI port on the back of the PS5. The other end of that HDMI cable that we plugged into the PS5, we're going to plug it into our television in HDMI port 1. Some viewers may be wondering why we chose port 1 as opposed to the 3 other ports on the back of the television. Well, our television happens to be pretty capable in relation to what the PS5 can do, and so we just chose port 1 because it's simple to remember. Now, if you don't know how capable your different ports are, you may want to look that up in the owner's manual for your respective television. We do recommend that you consider avoiding the ARC port. ARC stands for Audio Return Channel, and it's designed to connect the back of your television to a sound system, be that a sound bar, home theater system, or an AVR surround sound receiver. That's not to say that you can't hook your PS5 to this port. You can. There are two different ways the PS5 can be connected to the internet. One is Wi-Fi, but that setup takes place a little bit later. The other is by connecting to this Ethernet port right here on the back of the console. Now, for competitive online gamers who are competing against other competitive online gamers, you would probably want to connect your PS5 using this Ethernet port right here. So the question would be why? When Wi-Fi is so easy to connect to, why would I connect hardwired? Well, the answer is pretty simple and straightforward. An Ethernet hardwired connection to the back of your router is going to be a faster connection and a more reliable connection. And as a competitive online gamer who competes against other competitive online gamers, you probably recognize that a millisecond can be the difference between a defeat and victory. Now, the other point is, if you decide to connect via Wi-Fi, the speed of internet information passing between your PS5 and your router is going to be directly proportionate to how far away your console is from your Wi-Fi router. The farther you are from your Wi-Fi router, the speed will slow down. That can be mitigated using a hardwired connection to the Ethernet port right here. Naturally, the other end of that cable would plug into the back of your router. Connect the supplied power cord to the back of the PS5 console and plug it in to a known working electrical receptacle. Next, we're going to go ahead and power on the PS5 console with the power button located right here. Sometimes your TV will automatically switch to the correct input when you turn your PS5 on. Sometimes it won't. And in that case, all you need to do is switch to the correct input setting. Now, you may recall earlier in the video, we plugged the PS5 into HDMI port number 1. What you'll do is take the remote control that you use to control your television, locate the input or source button, like we're showing right here, and press that button. Now down here on our example television, it shows the PlayStation 5 HDMI 1. We simply scroll over to that port and select it by pressing the enter button on your remote control. If you leave the console powered on for 60 seconds in the idle mode, the screen reader will automatically turn on.
Connect your controller to the console with the USB cable and press the PS button.
We're going to connect the wireless controller to the Sony PlayStation 5 console by plugging in the large end of the supplied USB to the USB port on the front of the PS5 console. The other end of that same cable, we'll plug it into the back of our wireless controller, and then simply press the PlayStation logo. Okay, so now that you reach this point, the next thing, the PlayStation's going to prompt you to select your language, and it'll immediately start scanning for your Wi-Fi network, to which you'll be prompted to put in your Wi-Fi password. Unless, of course, you hooked up Ethernet like we showed earlier in the video. You're going to want to adjust your video display options and power options when the console's in the rest mode. Then the PlayStation will go into a system software update, and while that's happening over the next 10 or 15 minutes, you may want to use the QR code that's posted on the screen to set up your PlayStation account. By logging into your PlayStation account, you'll gain full access to most of the features in the PlayStation, including online gameplay. So the system will prompt that you've successfully logged in, then you'll be asked to adjust your privacy. You know, do you want the whole world to see that you're playing or only your closest friends? And then some questions they'll ask about data collection, whether you are okay with data collection or not data collection. Then you're going to reach this screen and you're ready to play. Your PlayStation 5 is set up. This concludes this video, how to connect and set up the Sony PlayStation 5. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below the video. Here are a few video links we hope you might find useful. If you liked this video or it helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe free to our channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.